3 days left now in London. Time to make the most of it and say some goodbyes. Today's ride is with the captain. Hey captain.
Yeah.
This is really sad. Today.
Yeah, but I'm never sad.
You happy that I'm leaving?
No, but I'm always happy, so I can't be sad. Because I'll see you again.
That's
when
true.
will I see you
Instead
again?
of thinking about the sadness and dwelling on it, we look forward to the next time we can ride together.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere warm.
A lot warmer.
A lot warmer, I hope, yeah.
This is ridiculously cold, Francis. It's our frosty farewell.
Everyone's going to tell me in the comments that Newcastle's colder than here.
Is
which
it?
is true, but not right now. Because this morning was -7 here.
Was it?
It was only -3 in Newcastle.
That's still...
You should move there as well.
It's still, yeah, it's still chilly. I don't go for their football team, so I can't.
Okay.
Well, actually, I follow rugby. They all whinge and carry on, the footballers. They all roll around and fall over and complain a lot. No, not all of them. I'm sure some of them are very tough. It really irks me. They argue with the referee and they don't have respect for the referee. He's just trying to do his job. And then you watch the rugby players and they're very respectful of the referee. They might mutter under their breath, but they still put their head down and go off and do their 10 minutes in the bin. But the footballers, they get a little kick on the ankle and they carry on like, well, they just carry on.
What about the footballers that watch this vlog?
I'm sure they're tough because they're also bike riders. Good footballers that behave and have got respect.
Let's roll. Last ride with captain. We're riding all the gravel we can and avoiding the mud because, quite frankly, we've reached our capacity for dealing with mud. We're going this way. Apparently we're going to see the biggest duck pond in the world.
No, fish pond.
The biggest fish pond in the world.
I don't think this path goes anywhere. I think we have to go out that gate down. That's why everyone was going out that gate.
Is it me, captain, or gravel bike's really uncomfortable?
Biggest fish pond in the world.
Not in the whole world then.
My world is when I throw my hands up when I'm racing against my mates, and that's my world, the finish line. That's my world. It's actually not too cold, is it?
It's alright, yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Because we're well-eyed. We've
It's not warm. But
I'm a northerner now.
and I'm an Olympian.
You're
50-metre air pistol.
Tokyo.
Should I tell the viewers about my theory? I could go to the Tokyo Olympics. Maybe I've missed the cutoff, but I think although I'm a little bit older than the normal athlete, I could enter the 50-metre air pistol because I can afford the bullets because they're little lead slugs and the little gun, and I could just open my neighbour's gate and put a target on his garage door. 50-metre air pistol. Job done.
That was very windy just then, captain, so I hope they heard your story. I'll put subtitles if you can't hear it properly.
Yeah, have you got an Australian translator?
Yeah.
If you're a boy swan, how cold is your business going to be down there?
Hey, captain.
Yeah.
I felt really good and strong on the way out.
Yeah.
And now I realise why. It's not because I had 2 days off. It's because we had a stonking tailwind. And now we got to ride into it. Yeah, stonking.
Stonking.
One of the worst types of tailwind. The stonking ones. Makes your face feel really cold. And makes your mouth stop working.
Oh, I can't get my teeth over that fight.
I've got to be aero to deal with this.
That's banned. This is banned.
That is, yeah.
That's banned.
It's not banned in real life. It's only banned in the racing world.
Oh.
That doesn't apply to
I thought
anyone.
we were racing.
Nah.
How much faster I am than you?
Not that much faster. So considering the house move imminently, 3 days, 4 days, I can't remember. On an easy week, well, Ken's put me on one. I can just ride steady, say my goodbyes to people, ride through mud for one last time. We'll get out for one more big mountain bike ride at the end of the week. And then all systems go. It's going to take 2 days worth of sort of packing up our stuff, putting it in a van overnight, and then leaving very early the next morning just so we can actually get there because it's such a long drive. One tip if you ever move house, put some money aside for removals because it is way more expensive than you think. way more. Lovely to get out, ride some off-road today, and spin out the legs, get the head in the right place, and de-stress. We've officially completed on the house move today, so I think that means no more paperwork. I hope.
To all those people that have ridden with you down south here, we'll miss you so much. Francis, we're gonna miss you so much. But we'll meet again, as the song goes, so don't worry. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but we're bound to meet again some sunny day. It's got the wibbly wobblies on it.
Do you want to go first?
I think, given that you're lighter than me, it's probably best that you test it out, and then if all goes well, then I'm right behind you, fella. No problem. Dude, don't. Don't do it.
Oh no!
It's gone.
If only I had a long pump with me.
No, you need a much longer pole, fella.
He's gone. Got to admit, that was quite muddy for a not mud ride. Here's a little tip about how I do my recovery process after riding. This is exactly the same for interval sessions, really hard rides, or even zone 2 stuff like today. Shaker, Huel stuff. This is exactly the same ingredients as Huel, which is like a meal replacement thing. I don't really use it to replace meals though. What I use it for is recovery because it's so convenient. I know when you first start riding, it's quite tempting just to go straight for a protein shake as a recovery drink. Based on studies into it, the ratio of carbs to protein you actually want is more like 5:1 or 4:1. So getting those carbohydrates in after you've been fueling properly through your ride is really important. This stuff gives you a whole lot more than what you get in a protein shake. And it's the most convenient thing in the world. 3 scoops, level scoops. Mix it with plain water. That's exactly 600 calories. That might sound like a lot, but it will aid your recovery and means you won't end up binging later on or even the next day. If you've got a rest day and you haven't fueled properly in your ride and then you haven't recovered properly, you can end up binging. If you're really hungry on a rest day, it's a sign you haven't done these things properly. Now today was one of the first times in a while I went out riding with a big camera. I haven't been using it that much because I've been on the mountain bike so much. I didn't want to almost certainly destroy a nice bit of equipment just because of my inexperience on the mountain bike. So I've been riding with a GoPro, but today's ride reminded me of a question that I've had a few times. How do I stop this getting messed up when I'm riding with it on my back? The answer is, I don't really. But there is one big thing you can do to protect the most important bit of the camera. And that's this, lens filters. So pretty much any mirrorless and DSLR removable lens camera will have a thread at the end of the lens. That means you can fit a host of different filters. You can get ones that cut out UV light like this, so they're completely clear. Or you can get ones that are neutral density filters, so they act as basically sunglasses for your lens, so you can get the shutter speed better. Or more fancy ones that cut out different wavelengths, so they can get rid of reflections and that kind of thing. I just use these basic ones, so my camera takes a 82mm thread. When they eventually get scratched up, even if you ride in the dry, sometimes they can get bits of dirt flicking up because you are riding a bicycle in the end. I just replace them. This will seem like a no-brainer for some people, but if you don't know they exist, it can save you a lot of money because lenses are expensive. Servicing lenses is expensive too, and these are fairly cheap. This one is made by Earth, which is like a mid-range one off Amazon, 30 quid. But you can get them as cheap as £7. But you might want to base it on the price of your lens. So the more expensive lens you have, the more you probably want to spend on one of these, just because they'll have better image clarity and be made of better stuff. Every few months, give them a refresh.